when you are rerunning the session, let query also be recorded. Okay, so the session is now being recorded. So guys, people who said no, my question is, did said no or you haven't tried it because there was confusion, there was query, or because I never asked it to do? Quick response, please. Do you want me to repeat the question if there is no clarity on the question part? Yes, my question is all website data as raw data or backup. Did I ever ask you to rename all website data to raw data or backup? That's the simple question. Yes, no. If I have asked, say yes. If I haven't asked, say no. That's it. Pretty simple. Quickly, quickly, all of you. Yes, no, fast. Yes, you said. No, you did not say. That's what exactly I want. Yes, I never said that. You don't have to rename any all website data to raw data or backup data. All website data is name of the view and it's the master data. Okay? You don't have to rename it to master data. What I might have said is it is a master data. What is meaning of master data? Master data means you don't have to touch it because for your safety. Why? Because say for example, you add a filter, add a or just traffic from India, the one that we have discussed. Now your master data will show you only traffic from India. That means any other traffic that you are receiving will never be recorded. There is no other view that will capture that data. It will be deleted. And whenever data is processed and stored in master data or any view, it is irreversible. It's like data is being written to that database and you cannot recover it because data was never written into the database. So that's why, Pallavi, I'm not sure where it came from, but if there was any confusion, I hope it is now clear. Master data is all data view are a custom filter, right? Okay, master data is also view, but considering its importance, we don't touch it because we need some place where all the entries are made. And if we want to play around, we will create another view and then play with the data. One place we will keep data safely untouched. So that if you say, hey, this India view, I think the data sucks here. I don't think I'm getting 5,000 visits. It should be 6,500. Now, how do you verify? You just go to this master view, look at the data there. Okay. Look at the data there, and then you will be able to understand whether the other view is working right or wrong. Because master view has unaltered data. So master view is also another view, but considering its importance, we do not touch it. Okay, Varun's question is how many views filters can we create under one account? Varun, account structure of Google Analytics. This is the part or the discussion which we had, and there lies your answer. Account property views. We can have under one account. How many accounts can you create with one login in Google Analytics? 100. Good, Pallavi. Thank you. Each account can have 50 properties, and one property can have 25 views. So that's your answer. 100, 50, 25. Easy to remember. Just remember 100, then everything is 1 by 2, 1 by 2. 100 by 2, 50, 50 by 2, 25. 100, 50, 25. Okay, Pallavi has a question. We add a new view called taste data view and then create all the filters under it, right? If you create all the filters, let's say for example, exclude owner IP, India visits only, Mumbai only, rest of the world, you can't put all of the filters in one single view. It will not work. Uh, Create a view, just name it, name that view. Say India visits only. That will give you answer. Okay, what's the purpose of this view? India visits only. Now, which filter will I use? Can I use traffic from Mumbai city only under this view? You can't, because the purpose of this view is traffic from whole of the India. Now, if I add another filter, traffic from Mumbai only, this filter will show me traffic from Mumbai only. It will not show me traffic coming from Bangalore, Kolkata, Delhi. Okay, that is defeating the purpose of the view. So use only relevant filters, filters which are designated or designed to serve the purpose of the view. You don't have to punch in all the views. You have 25 views that you can create. One is master, so remaining are 24. So India visits only will be one view, Mumbai only will be another, rest of the world will be third view. Exclude owner IP. If you want to add that in all of the views, that is okay, because you don't want your own IP to be recorded in any of the view. So you can add that as a second filter. That is okay. Varun, you can add many filters in one view, but as I told you, you have to understand the sequence is important. Data is passed on sequentially. You cannot have first view as India traffic only and the second view as traffic from Karachi. Remember the last time discussion? You can add many filters, but ensure that data is being passed sequentially and views are not messing up with each other's data. Pallavi says I created 5 views and 5 filters and it doesn't show any graphs. It should show some graphs. Let there be some data. Verify the filters, the conditions are right, and give it some time to generate the data. If your website is like really very low in traffic, it will take some time, else all the graphs will remain flat if there is no data to process. That's why we need master data. So if you see, okay, from Jan 1 to Jan 5, my view number 2 shows me flat numbers. But there, if I switch to master, same date range, Jan 1 to Jan 5 shows me numbers. Then I will say, okay, something is wrong with the view that has been created. You will have to troubleshoot the views which were created. Cool, guys. So, first query answered. Any doubts in the first query? Perfect. I will jump on to the second query, UTM URL thingy. There was another query. How do I push existing filters under one test data view? Yeah, so You cannot have all the filters, excuse me, you cannot have all of these filters for one view because they serve their own purpose. Your view will not show any data. So that's why each one of them will have their own view. But that doesn't mean you can have only one filter per view. You can definitely have more than one, but it should make sense. You cannot have India visit only and Pakistan visit only in one single view. It doesn't make sense if you just want to see India traffic. Yes, Pallu, you'll have to troubleshoot your views and associated filters. It will start working. I'm sure about that. UTM URL thingy. Okay, so why do we need UTM parameters? So that we can pass on campaign values to Google Analytics. Anyone comes visits my website, Google will say, okay, it's a random visit, either came via social, either came via direct or paid, etc. But I need to pass on additional information. Hey, buddy, it came from social. That's good, but it's came for a reason because I asked Wizard to come and visit buy shoes on my website. Why? Because I have a Diwali sale going on. And the particular update that went out was promoting my Diwali sale. So this campaign or this visit, sorry, is a part of campaign Diwali sale, whatever promotion I'm doing, and hence I want you to capture this information also that this is a campaign visit and name of the campaign is Diwali sale. How will Google Analytics know? There is no magic, right? A beacon doesn't carry this information that this particular visitor came via Diwali sale campaign that I am running. So to pass on the information, what Google engineers did is they use simple logic. Okay, I can read the information from the URL. Let me read information from the URL, and if there is any info about campaigns there, I will catch it, grab it, and store it in Google Analytics. So that's why we use UTM parameters, UTM underscore campaign, medium, source to pass on the info to Google Analytics. Now, how do you build that URL? Last time I showed you, remember the tool? Let me open that again. How do you open that tool? Just Google UTM Builder. That should be sufficient. You don't have to remember the long ugly URL. Remember just this UTM Builder. Campaign URL Builder will be the first link. Just click on it. Now, if you guys are not sure how to build your own URL in Notepad like I did last time, this tool is for those guys. Or there are like 100 URLs that you have to build per day. So what will you do? So you will make use of this tool. Varun, please pay attention. Now, website URL is the URL where you actually make user land. It is your landing page. It can be, in my example, wpsend.com slash offer slash landing page one slash offer 123.html, or it can be as simple as wpsend.com. Okay, this is where I want people to land. Then three important and mandatory parameters: the name of the campaign, medium, and the source. You punch in all the necessary information. The fourth and fifth term and content are optional. I'm leaving it blank. I just have to pass on this info here and look at the bottom. What I have is a ready-made URL which I have to copy and paste. Now, how do I create a landing page? That's another story which I will not be able to discuss. It's where maybe you will have to wait till you get into an appropriate module where they teach you how to create a landing page. Just remember, it's any page on your website. For demonstration purpose, you can use your home page as landing page, or you can use your about us page, contact us page as a landing page. Create the URL here and run the campaigns. Run the dummy campaigns. Ask your friends to come and visit. Maybe Post these links in WhatsApp group. Ask them to visit and see how Google Analytics is documenting the stuff. Clear, guys? Two queries we took. Any doubts in these two queries? Any doubt? Yes, no? Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so let's jump on to our discussion. Last week we discussed about campaign tracking in Google Analytics. We will continue our discussion. Last time we saw some reports, but there was no data in those reports because the traffic was really very low. So what I'm going to do now is we are going into the reports. We are going to see the reports for campaign tracking in Google Analytics. We will use the Google Merchandising Store. We will use the Google Merchandising Store and we will see if they are running any campaigns. If yes, what kind of campaigns are they running and what info we can see in all campaigns report. So now we know how exactly send data about campaigns to Google Analytics, how we can understand, okay, this is how we are going to send data about our particular campaign to Google Analytics. Now, where do we capture the Google Analytics data? So where we capture is under acquisition. We have campaign reports, and under campaign reports, what we have is the all campaigns report. That means this is the place where that particular campaign data is captured. Now look the primary dimension. Look at the primary dimensions. Campaign, source, medium. These are the three mandatory UTM parameters that I told you that we have to capture: campaign, source, and medium. And there is a fourth tab which shows data for source and medium together. So these are the campaigns that Google is using to promote the Google Merchandising Store website. Remember, we have seen AW and the name of the campaign somewhere else also. Do you guys remember it? Where have we seen it? We have seen it in Google Ads. These are the campaigns which were run by, yes, Pallavi, right, which were run by Google. So those were the paid campaigns. So look, the name of the campaign is here. Google has captured the name of the campaign. Now, if I want to see the source, from what source am I getting the users from? Now, the source is Google and partners. Remember, I can pass on this information whatever I have to. But if I write email there, Google Analytics will understand, okay, this is an email visit. It should go all channel reports under email. If I just write, okay, it is email 123. In that case, Google will not understand what exactly it is. It will get classified under something else. So name and the source is partners and Google. Medium. What medium was used to bring in the traffic? Medium used was affiliate and cost per click. Source and medium. I will have a report where I will see source and medium together. Now what I see is partner was source, affiliate was the medium. Now, why is this important? Because source and medium, you can have a report like this. Social. Now, social is vast. What exactly in social is working for you? Facebook, social, LinkedIn, social, Pinterest, social, Twitter. Okay, so that's why we need a report like source and medium together. You can have one source and different mediums under the same source. So now I will be able to know, okay, Facebook 300, LinkedIn 150 visits, Pinterest 900, Twitter 32. I can immediately tell, okay, wherever I am promoting my data about Diwali sale, the campaign that I'm running, my campaign is being more appreciated in Pinterest. People are finding my campaign in Pinterest, clicking on it, and coming to my website. Okay. Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Twitter. Yeah, thanks Varun for answering that question. So I am on campaign now. I'm going back to campaign now. Now, what if I want to see information about one particular campaign? I have Diwali sale, then I have Fogo sale, I have BOGO sale, I have fashion sale. These 4 5 sales I'm running at one single time. These 4 campaigns I'm running at one single time. I want to know, okay, so out of the report that you see here for an e-commerce website, which campaign was most successful? What do you guys think? So you can see campaign report on your screen. From this report, can you tell me which campaign was successful for considering I'm an e-commerce store? Which campaign was successful for me? I'm running 9 campaigns. I want to know which one is effective. Good. So I have answered. Varun, Amulya have answered that AW Google brand was the effective campaign. Right. Why AW brand? Because I said for an e-commerce store, I added a rider there, not for any website, for an e-commerce store. Now, what matters for an e-commerce store? A revenue matters for an e-commerce store. So USD 161 was the revenue generated by the campaign AW Google brand. Look at the last column, US 161. So I can say AW Google brand was most successful out of all the campaigns which are mentioned here. But again, this can data share promo. Okay, didn't give any revenue but gave us highest number of users. So we need other insights also. Like what was the purpose? Data share promo. It can be a social media campaign. Purpose was just to create the buzz. Maybe I'm saying. So that's why you need more insights into it. I can click on AW Google brand if I want to understand details about this particular campaign that I'm running. Now look, when I clicked on AW Google brand, now I can easily say the source and the medium, very prominent role which was played by source medium was Google and cost per click. Now, if it was a social campaign, then I might have seen a report like this, where you have one source and multiple mediums. But here, source and medium is only one. So I see source as Google, medium as cost per click. I got 896 users. Those users who came to my website via this particular Google CPC combination, their bounce rate was 24, conversion rate 0.17. They gave me two orders and the size of order was $161. And please remember, it is revenue, it's not profit. Okay, Varun, don't call it profit. It's revenue. That means I earned $161, but my expense could be $100. So my profit will be only 61. So Google Analytics won't be able to tell you profit. It depends on what price you buy the product, what are other expenses around it, and what price a user is paying for it, and the difference between these two. Google tells you revenue, profit only you will be able to know. Okay, why only profit you will be able to know? How will Google know what's the percentage margin that you are getting? Okay, that data, Pallavi, you will have to calculate in the backend. Google will not know it. Okay, campaigns. So this was discussion around the campaigns. If I further click on Google CPC, what can I see? Let's go ahead. No, there is no further data available. This is the last level that I can go into. I click on data share promo, partners, affiliates. That means these are my affiliates promoting my website. Real life example, we all get emails like this. This is an email that I received. Someone is trying to promote their machine learning course. I click on it and now let's see what happens. A website is opened, that is exit.cvn.columbia.edu. I'm not worried about their content. This is their landing page for this particular email. Let's copy the URL. Let's see what kind of URL they have. So I'm going to paste it here. This is the complete URL that I saw. Now, we all know where do your TM parameter starts or URL parameter starts. It starts with the question mark. So anything that is before the question mark is actually the page. So I'm interested in parameters. I will bring them down. Okay, and symbol, that means the next parameter has started. I took it down. I'm just hitting the enter button. I'm taking it down. The next and okay. So this is a real life example. All of you must be receiving emails like this. Look, this is the URL and how these guys are tracking. This is a real life example. You will be doing it if you get a full-time job. Look, they are using UTM source, medium, campaign, and another but optional parameter content also. UTM source is email, medium is launch, their campaign name, this is their campaign name, and the content is banner. Now all this data will be feed or will be stored into Google Analytics and they will be able to understand. Now here if you see on the top we have a banner, then we have some text, then we have a learn more button. If I click on learn more, let's see what happens. Now I clicked on learn more button. and this is the URL. You will see everything is same, but look here, UTM content, learn more, UTM content banner. That means they are also tracking where exactly I'm clicking. Am I clicking on banner or am I clicking on learn more button? Yes, Pallavi, they are counting how many people are coming to my website by email. Okay, I see 100 people are coming to my website, but they also want to know, are they clicking on banner or they are clicking on learn more. Now they will have 100 users via email, campaign name, and 30/70 split also. Okay, okay, where in Google Analytics I can see UTM content? Good question. Let me go back all. Now I want to see the content. Here there is no content. Here it doesn't says, okay, what's the UTM content? Let's see. Do I see UTM content here? No. So what I can do, just choose the secondary dimension. Now here we have something called as acquisition. I can see acquisition here. Do we see acquisition here? Sorry, content here? No, then just type content. You should be able to find the content part here. Tick, tick, tick. Okay, good. Now this is the explanation. I was trying to find an explanation why it will appear only in advertising. Why it did not appear in here under acquisition. Why it appeared in the advertising. Remember I told you UTM, content, term and content. They are used most commonly in PPC campaigns. PPC campaigns, if you haven't covered it yet, you will in Google Ads section. These are cost per click or per thousand impression. Let's see CPC. And where are CPC campaigns used? In advertisements. That's why you can find it under the advertisement. But if you try to find it manually, you will see a lot of list, a lot of long list. So just simply whatever you are looking for, type it here. I'm looking for content. You will immediately get it. I'm looking for term. Let's say I will immediately find it. Okay. You can, by going to secondary dimension and adding secondary dimension, Rahul, you will be able to add UTM content report also in this report. Clear? Good, guys. I will move on to the behavior report. Behavior, as the name suggests, and as we have discussed in the past, what do behavior reports convey, or what behavior reports help us to understand? Behavior reports helps us to understand the behavior of people, what exactly people are doing on my website. Okay, I have bought in 100 users, or let's say more. I have bought in 1000 users on my website. Now, how do I port in 1000 users? I'm using all the techniques which I have learned in digital marketing. I'm using social media, I'm using search engine optimization, I'm using SEM. All of these techniques I'm using together and bringing in 1000 people to my website. Now 1000 people are coming to my website in 24 hours of period. What do they do on my website? That is what I want to understand. How much time are they spending on my website? Which content are they looking at? I'm trying to promote product A heavily. Are they actually looking at product A, or they are coming and looking at something else? That means my targeting is failing. Something else is getting promoted knowingly, unknowingly. So all this information I can find under the behavior. If I click on overview, I will get overview information about the behavior reports. I will give you half a minute this time to look for the content on the screen. Let's try and ensure all the key terminologies are clear. Then we can jump onto each of the detailed reports. So you can see concepts or terms rather, like page views, unique page views, average time on page, bounce rate, percentage of exit. I want all of you to be clear. If you understand these terms, it becomes easy for you to understand the other reports. Okay, I hope you have read all key terminologies. Average time on page, is it for home page? Is the question. No. Thank you, Amulya, for answering. It is for all the pages. On an average, user spends 53 seconds on a page. Now remember, a user can spend 2 minutes 32 seconds on my website, but on a page he spends 53 seconds. Are you guys getting the difference? I can visit 4 pages in your website. On each page, I spend 10 seconds. So time on page, average time on a page is 10 seconds, and average time on website is 40 seconds. Okay. So that's why you see this number is a bit low than average time on website. This is average time on a page. On one single page, user spends 53 seconds. It can be any page on my website. This is an average amount. Now, typical structure of the overview, graphical presentation on the top, some key terms, then the reports on the left hand side, top 10 values on the right hand side. We are going to spend more time on the actual reports, but not the overview. Behavior flow, same stuff. We want to understand what people do on website and how are they flowing. This gives me information about that. Okay, if the landing page is home page, where people are going from home page to the level 3. Let's jump on to important report, which is site content. When you either provide consulting to customer as a freelancer, or you are hired as a full-time employee, this is a report that you will interact with on daily basis. Okay, this is the report that you will interact on daily basis. You will come here and see what are the top performing pages on my website. That means these are the pages which people are visiting. These are the popular pages on your website. Your website might have 1000 pages, That doesn't mean all 1000 pages will get the same amount of attention from user. You will always realize, you will always see that there are few pages which gets highest number or more number of clicks than the other pages. Why? Because the content on that pages might be interesting. SEO factor, Google considers these pages are valuable, they provide nice information to user and sends a lot of SEO traffic, etc. So even though you have 1000 pages, you will not have 15 visits to each of the page on an average. No, there will be few pages giving you high number of visits. Now, if you are running a blog, let's say for example, ashishkulkarni.net, my website, if I am running a blog, then which blog post is popular? You want to understand that which blog post is popular. I am writing one blog post every day, but which blog post people are looking at? How do you know that? You can come to site content and see the all pages report. Name itself is quite self-explanatory. These reports are giving me information about the content consumption in my website, which content are popular in my website, and which content pieces. It can be a normal web page like a blog post, or it can be a product like hand sanitizers. If you are if you have hand sanitizers on your website, I'm sure a lot of people will be visiting hand sanitizer page. That page will bump up here. Okay. Amulya, what is exit rate? We will come to that. You will understand it better when I discuss the exit percentage exit. So here I can see homepage is the most popular page on my website, 45,000 page views for homepage. Then we have the store, then basket, then quick view, then men's quick view, new apparel, men's. These are actually URL of the page, but I may not understand. Okay, from the URL I can simply click on page title. When I click on the page title, Google Analytics will actually show me the page title, not the page URL. So that helps me to better understand what page was being looked at. Now look, I can see home, Google Online Store, mains, apparel, Google Merchandising Store, the shopping cart, then some YouTube page. These are the top pages on my website. Top pages with respect to what? Top pages with respect to page views. Look, the page views have arrow associated with it. That means this report is being sorted out with respect to page views. Highest number of page views on top, lowest number of page views at the bottom. How many pages were captured? So I can see 858 pages were captured. You might have 1000 pages and your report might only show 995. Now there are 5 pages which never received any hit on your website. That means those are as good as dead articles for you. You might want to find which pages are those, maybe refresh the content, or if it is too irrelevant, like it might be some breaking news which was relevant on that day but now it's irrelevant, then you may want to see whether you want to keep it hosted on the website or you want to delete that page. So this report will tell you info about the most popular content on your website. Site content, all pages report. Then of course you have the bounce rate. Okay, percentage exit. The second last column is percentage exit. Now you will see home has percentage exit 30.18, while Google Online Store have percentage exit 60.84. Now We have a report called as landing page. We have a report called as exit pages. What are exit pages? Landing pages, we know these are the pages on which user lands on your website and starts a session. If a page on which user lands and starts a session is called as landing page, most probably I will guess you will understand meaning of an exit page. That means this is the page on which a user took an exit from your website. That was the last page of his session. Like, I come to your website, I go to home page, about page and contact us page. I fill out the form. I close the session. I close the browser. Session was terminated after some time. Now, which was the landing page and which was the exit page in the example that I just told you? Can you guys help me in understanding which was the landing page, which was the exit page in example that I just told you? I came to home page, then I go to about page, then I go to contact page. Which one was landing page? Which one was exit page? Quickly. Pretty easy question. Good guys. So landing page was home, exit page was contact. Now in this report, what you see is home exit percentage was 30.18%. That means exit page, home page served as an exit page for 30.18%. 30.18 percentage took exit from the home page. Google Online Store 60.84 percentage took exit on an average 24.60. Landing page, exit page. Now look at the report here, exit page, which is the page which serves as the last page in a session. It is important to know what is the exit page. And why is it important to know what is the exit page? Say for example, you are heavily promoting hand sanitizers on your website. You expect hand sanitizer to be a popular landing page, but you do not expect hand sanitizer to be a popular exit page. It should be a popular landing page, not a popular exit page. You want people to come to hand sanitizer page, but then proceed to add to cart, check out, and then thank you page. So you expect in that session, thank you page should be the exit page. But if you see exit page, the popular one is hand sanitizer, that means something is wrong. People are coming here, but why are they not making a purchase? Then you go see the website and you see, okay, the stock is over. Of course, they cannot go ahead and make a purchase. You call your inventory guy and tell them, hey, I'm getting huge number of visits for hand sanitizer, but it says out of stock. Can you increase the inventory for me so that I can start selling them again? So these are landing pages. These are exit pages and percentage of exit. Then we have something called as content drill down. Content drill down. Any doubts in whatever we have discussed till this time? Okay. So now content drill down. I have a website. I have a website, say for example, content drill down must be which content sites are visited in descending order. Okay, you are close, Pallavi, but not which content sites. But say for example, I'm abcd.com. I have technology, then some article. abcd.com/entertainment, then some articles. abcd.com news, then some article. These are top 3 pages on my website, giving me 100 or 199, okay, 99 and 90 visits. That's why these are top 3 pages. Now, if I look at the content drill down report, what content drill down report will show me? It will show me the first level of the content. It will only show me technology 199, entertainment 99, and news 90 in that report. So that one level, first level of content hierarchy. That means it will show you the most popular category in your blog if this is your URL structure. Okay, so if we go back to the report, you can see that Google redesign, home, store, basket, these are the most popular. I won't say pages on website, but category of the content on your website. So for a blogger, he will see report like technology 500, entertainment 300, so on, so forth, so that I can quickly guess, okay, technology is the section on my website which gets highest number of visit, followed by entertainment, then followed by news. Pallavi, you was close. Now I hope you and everyone else understand what the content drill down means. If we take a real life example, let's go to Flipkart, or even we can go to my blog itself. Why I show my blog? It's not popular at all. It's not heavily trafficked website at all. But the blog structure most probably will be similar to yours, where you have a home page, you have about, learn, blog, contact me, something like that. So if someone is trying to contact me, look, what's the URL structure? /contact. The first level of hierarchy, I will see a report where it says /contact, the number of page view 100, and other associated information. Now /contact, there is no other part to it, but if I go to blog, I open a blog post, or let's say here category. Now ideally it should be just /blog, but I will see a report here like category 45,000 visits. I will understand people are visiting my blog section. There were 45,000 page views. These are the content drill down reports under the site content. So behavior report tells you what people are doing on your website. Site content report tells you how exactly are they consuming your content. It's important that people consume your content. Why? Because you are writing content and no one is reading it. Okay, you are just an ordinary person. There are like how millions of blogs out there. You are just another blog. You are just adding content, no one is reading it. But now you are digital marketeers. We expect that you will take efforts, promote your blog so that a lot of people come and read it. You want to know, are they reading it? If yes, which blog post are they reading the most? Answer lies in the report, site content, and under site content report, there are few reports which will help you in understand which is the most popular content on your website. Now, it not only tells you about the most popular content and content which people are liking to read on your website, but it will also give you some other information. Like the next report says site speed. Most of you will be accessing websites via mobile nowadays. You're just sitting on your couch. You don't want to open a laptop just to see a product price on the Flipkart. You will quickly open flipkart.com on your mobile, search for the product, look at the price, and close it. Now imagine you try for flipkart.com and for 15 seconds nothing happens. Your browser just says loading, loading, and loading, but it loads nothing for 15 seconds. What will you guys do there? Close, exactly, or I will go to Amazon. You will literally lose your customers if your website is slow loading website. Not only it's a bad user experience, it is a big no-no for SEO also. Your ranking will collapse, it will go down if the website page speed time is really very high. So user experience, high conversion rates, SEO, all these aspects need a good load time for a website. What is load time? Say for example, I open flipkart.com. How much time it takes for flipkart.com to load on user's machine? That is called as load time. Now if you look here, I have a plugin that tells me load time for this page. It is 63.8 seconds. It took 63.8 seconds for this page to load. It took 7.83 seconds for this page to load. Ideally, on your desktop, it should load in less than 5 seconds. On a mobile device, it should load in 3 seconds. These are the ideal numbers. But what's happening with your website? Google can also tell you that. Google can also tell you the average page load time. Now, please remember, there are dedicated tools which your network team will have for sure, which captures the page load time. But Google Analytics just gives you some info about it, because when a page loads, only some page views sends page load time back to Google Analytics. Not all page views send page load time back to Google Analytics. Hence, you will see that it says 1996 of page views sent page load sample. That means 1996 page views only send page load time back to Google Analytics. It's a very resource consuming process to capture the page load time and send back to Google Analytics each time. Hence, only some, let's say 2%, 5% of the page views will send data back to Google Analytics, but it is sufficient for us to get just some info about what's happening with your page with respect to load time. Your network team or web server team will have better tools to capture load time for majority of the pages or most of the pages. Now you can see that average page load time for your website is 4.1 second. Average redirection time, average domain lookup time, server connection time, server response time, and page download time is also provided. Average redirection time. Okay, so it requires some knowledge. What happens when I type flipkart.com? When I type flipkart.com and I hit the enter button, what happens after that? So when I type the flipkart.com, hit the enter button. For humans, it is flipkart.com, but for machines, it has to be a number, binary values. Servers can't read ABCD, they can only read numbers. So Flipkart.com is converted to a number, IP address is found, and request is sent to that particular IP address. Now DNS, domain name lookup, it will convert your domain name to the IP. Then you have to connect to the Flipkart server. 0.05 seconds for connecting to the Flipkart server. It takes time for server to respond and say, okay, you want to connect with me? Very good. What exactly you want? You want home page? Okay, this is your home page. Server has to respond back, and then page has to be downloaded on the machine. What kind of content is downloaded on machine? Your browser, the source code. Server sends back this source code to the browser. Now it's browser's job to read this code and render a page out of it. This page, it's Chrome's job to read this code and generate a page out of it. Now, all this happens in 4.17 seconds on an average. Now, different browsers will have different page load times. Different pages will have different page load time. Different devices will have different page load time. You want to know info about that also. So you can see there is a browser report that says Samsung Internet, the name of the browser, 3.21 seconds on an average. Firefox 3.55, Safari 3.84, Chrome 3.91. I will be worried mostly about the Chrome because I know more than 80% of traffic on my website is coming from Chrome. So I want to know and I want to ensure that all of my visitors on the Chrome are having a good user experience. 3.91, I won't be disappointed. I will be happy to read those numbers. Similarly, I can get a report like country-wise data. Which country is this? Guatemala, then Croatia, Slovenia, Poland. These are the countries with less page load time, and then pages. Each page will have its own page load time. Some pages will be like really very heavy because they have a lot of images, they have a lot of JavaScripts and all that stuff. They will have high page load time, while some others may not. So you want to optimize the pages. Now Google not only tells you the page load time, it will also tell you what can be done to improve the page load time. Speed suggestion. Where do you see those numbers? So that's a plugin. You can install the plugin. Just Google page load time plugin for Chrome. You will get it. It will show you for each page load what was the time. What is the cutoff page load time for desktop? Less than 5 seconds. For mobiles, less than 3 seconds. You should aim for that. Okay, so now speed suggestions. Google also tells you, hey, if you have a page load time of 6 seconds, are there any things that you can do to further optimize it? Yes, if you have to, you simply have to click here. 8 to look, page speed suggestion. There are total 8 suggestions. Now this is a part of optimization. Okay, so you might want to optimize your web page for page load. Not necessarily it will be your job. There will be a web developer, there will be a network guy who might be doing it for you. But if you run your own personal blog, it's you who is a web designer, it's you who is a web developer, it's you who is a content writer, it's you who is a webmaster. So you may want to do something to improve the page speed. If you just simply click on the number there, it will open a tool called as Page Speed Insights. It will run the same URL here and it will give you suggestion for both mobile and desktop. Here you will see your page has a score of 46. 0 to 49 is in red. That means bad. You have to improve it. Now, there can be a number of things that you can do to improve it. What are those n number of things? How to do it? I'm not getting into that discussion, but just remember you can find that info here. So, site speed reports. These are the reports which tell you information about average page load time. Remember, not every page view sends information back to Google Analytics about the page load time. Only some percentage, 2 to 5% of page views will send this information. Based on that information, reports are generated and you will be able to understand what is your website's performance overall. Then what is the performance for each of the browser, what is the performance for each of the page, you will be able to understand in the report called as site speed report. Clear, guys? Site search. Okay, the next report is about the site search. Now, Flipkart.com. I have opened the Flipkart.com. What you see here prominently right in front of your eyes at the center of the screen, what we have is Flipkart logo. Then you have a search box. I will open Amazon. I will open Snapdeal. Pallavi, I guess you are also in e-commerce or you are into health blogging. Is it e-commerce or just a blog content website? Okay. So now Flipkart.com logo, search bar prominent position, Amazon.com logo, search bar prominent position, Snapdeal.com logo, search bar prominent position. Why all of these websites, which are high traffic, high revenue websites, have given such a significant real estate position property for a search bar? They could have kept a banner here earning money. Why these guys are giving such a significant position for a search bar? What's your guess? Today's session will be extended for some time, so please bear with me. Sanjeev says for e-commerce, product search is most important thing. Yes. And why is it most important thing? Because I might literally have lakhs of products like Flipkart, Amazon. They have like millions of products listed. On homepage, I cannot give a link to all of the products which I have listed here, right? Or which are listed on my website. I can't do that. So how will a person who is looking for a book called as SEO for Dummies, where will he find? Okay, uh, if I have to find books, where will I start? Okay, I see books here. Now, where is SEO for Dummies here? Look at the bad user experience that I might have to spend hours to find a book in this way. But if I just type it here, SEO for Dummies, that's it. I will get my result whether this website has that book or not. If yes, I can simply click on it, proceed to the purchase. So that's why the search bar are very important for any website, not just e-commerce, but for any website. Timesofindia.com will have its own search bar. Your blogs will also have search bar. Why? Because you want people to search for the content that they are looking for and explore it on your website. Now, if search bar is so important for you, don't you want to capture what people are typing in there and searching on your website? Do you think it will help you if you capture this search term that SEO for Dummies was searched on my website? Do you guys think it will help you? Amulya says yes, it can help him. Pallavi also thinks, okay, yes, it will definitely help. Now imagine I am a shoe seller. Let's go back to our really cute example, myshoes.com. And with this report, I see that people are searching Nike shoes on my website 350 times a day. That means people are searching for Nike shoes on my website. Then I realize I don't have any type with the Nike. There is not even a single shoe of Nike listed on my website. Am I not losing 350 potential clients every day? Potential customers every day? Because these are the people who are coming to my website looking for Nike shoes, and I am telling them no Nike shoes found. They will never ever come back to my website. So, how do I know that there were people looking for Nike shoes on my website? Because I have a report in place in Google Analytics that tells me these are the search terms that users are looking for on your website. These are the terms which people are looking for your website through search bar, and that report is site search report. If I look at the overview, you will see few spikes. That means these are the days on which site search was used on your website. So I can clearly tell Google Merchandising Store its search functionality is not heavily used. I can see session with search is only 6. That means from 23rd February to 23rd March 2020, 6 session only used site search functionality. But if you look the same report for Flipkart, Amazon, Snapdeal, the numbers will be very high there. So this is now telling me how popular is your search bar on the website. 6. Poor, not popular. I can tell that. Sessions with search, total unique searches, result page views, percentage search exits. That means how many people took an exit on the search page exactly on the search page. Search refinements 0%. What is search refinement? Let's say, for example, I do a search Nike shoes on the Flipkart. I didn't find anything nice. Then I immediately search for Nike red shoes. What I am doing? I am refining my search. So search query immediately after another search query. Again, immediately search query. 0% of users have done that because the session with search is only 6. What do you expect? Time after search. After doing a search, how much time users spend on your website? On an average, 5 minutes 25 seconds. Average search depth is 2. Search depth is 2. What is search depth? We'll see that. Visits without site search and visits with site search. It looks like old SBI logo, right? I give you 30 seconds, like I always do. Read key terms on the overview page. I think in this page, the only question you might get is what is average search depth. I think rest of the key terms you should be able to understand. So average search depth, say for example, or what is average search depth? It is nothing but the average number of pages you will view when you are done with the research part. So I look for Nike shoes. How many pages do I look after searching for Nike shoes? So on an average, 2.0 pages I will be looking. I will be looking at Nike page product 1, product 2, but typically it will be high for any normal website, because if I am looking for Samsung mobile, then I might look for maybe 5 different products, not just 2. Okay, so that's search depth. Now when you time after search means I looked for SEO for dummies. After looking for SEO for dummies, how much time am I spending on my website? Okay, I look at this product, I look at this, then how much time I'm spending after making a search query on my website is time after search. Session with search. Session with search means here 6 sessions with search. That means only 6 session user perform the search action. Rest of other session no one performs search action on website. No one is using the search bar on your website and searching for the product or anything on your website. Clear? Yes, no? Good. Now, when I copy paste the Google Analytics code on the website, the Google Analytics doesn't start tracking what user are searching on your website by default. No, it doesn't work in that way. You have to take 2 actions. The first action is enable the site search tracking. You have to enable site search tracking. And second thing you have to do is you have to tell Google Analytics where to find that search term. Where to find search term. Amuli says that means only 6 people had performed search on the website search bar one day. No, it's not one day, Amulya. It's 30 days. Look at the date range 23rd Feb to 23rd March, 6 session with the search. That means only 6 people have searched in that 30 period of time, 30 days of time, 6 session with search. How do we know how many users have searched? Yeah, we'll come to that. We have to yet look for the reports. Yeah, it's very low. Google Merchandising Store website. It seems people are not interested to search for anything on that website. Okay, coming back to our discussion, how do I enable this report on my website? I want to understand what people are doing on my website. So 2 things, enable the search report in my Google Analytics account, then tell Google what exactly are we looking for. How will we know what is written inside this search box? So we will look at these 2 things, then we will rest our today's session. Okay, so now let's jump on and try and see how to enable the Google Analytics search functionality, search tracking functionality, and where to find what people are searching on our website. So it is pretty simple where to find what people are looking for my website. You can't tell Google Analytics, hey, look in the search box. No, there is another way. Google will ask you, tell me what is that URL search query parameter that I have to look for so that I understand what people are searching on my website. Now, if I have to just copy this, all of us know what is query parameter and all that stuff. So this is very easy to understand. What is that URL query parameter which holds the value for internal site search term? This is the URL of the search page. This is the URL where user is shown the search result. Now, if you analyze this term, can you give me where do I see SEO for dummies, which is that URL query parameter that holds the value SEO for dummies, which is actually the search term which I want Google Analytics to capture. Where is that? Pallavi has an answer. I want everyone to answer this question. That URL query parameter which I can tell Google that, hey, this is where you can find the search value or the search term. Pallavi has answered, Amulya has answered, Varun has answered. Okay, all of you have answered Q. You were right. The correct URL query parameter is Q. Now remember, it is not question mark Q. It is not Q is equal to something. It is just the Q. Okay. Here if you see, okay, question mark starts. That means these are the query parameters. I take them on the next line. Anywhere I see and, that means it is next URL query parameter. I'm putting them on the next line. Okay, this is sufficient. I can see here Q is equal to SEO for dummies. Percentage 20 stands for space. A query parameter or browser doesn't hold space, it will replace it with percentage 20. Percentage 20 is nothing but the space. SEO for dummy, Q is equal to SEO for dummy. So if I tell Google Analytics, hey Google Analytics, look for Q in the URL. If Q is there in the URL and it has some value, that means it is a search term. As easy as that. Okay. Now we know what is that URL query parameter. Now can you guys quickly go to Amazon, Amazon.com, Amazon.in, whatever. Just go to Amazon, search for something, tell me what is the URL query parameter for Amazon. Best way to find is just type your own name in the search bar, hit the enter button, look at the URL. You will be able to find your name very fast. Tell me what is that URL query parameter which holds the value for internal site search term. No, Varun, don't give me the whole of the URL. Just tell me which is that query parameter which holds the site search term value. Varun has answered. Pallavi has answered. Sanjeev says question mark k is equal to something. Sanjeev, there is no need to add question mark. There is no need to consider is equal to. Answer will be just k. That's it. We need to tell Google Analytics that it is k that we are looking for. So this is Ashish. I typed it. I hit the enter button. I'm copying the URL. I'm putting it here. Now I want to see here where exactly is Ashish mentioned. Okay, I see my name is here. That means this is the search term value that Amazon has to capture or Google Analytics has to capture. Now, which is that URL query parameter? Is that keywords? No, because it doesn't have and or question mark before. I will still go back. Okay, it says and here. Very good. I will take this down. Now, this is the URL query parameter and the value. I don't need this value. I don't need Ashish. Someone might be searching for books. Someone might be searching mobile. I want that value. So which is that URL parameter that holds the value? In my case, it is field keywords because I'm on Amazon.com. You might be on Amazon.in where K is the value. K is also right answer. In my case, it is field keyword. So this is what we need, either in your case K or in my case field keywords. Now let's see how do we enable the search tracking part. I'm bringing in my own Google Analytics account for this because I have admin access to it. So I'm in the admin section, account, property, views. Under the views, first option I see is the view settings. I will go to the view settings. When I go to the view settings, I will get an opportunity to enable the search tracking. I can scroll down and look, I have search settings here. By default, this option will be off. You have to go here, turn it on, then it will ask you what is that URL query parameter which holds the value for site search term. In WordPress, most of the time it will be S. So I did the same exercise on my own website and I now know that S is my query parameter that holds the value. Remember, I'm not typing here question mark S. I'm not typing question mark equal to S. I'm not typing question mark S is equal to Ashish. No, I just have to type S like you found K in case of Amazon. I just have to type S here and then click on save. Google Analytics now will start tracking site search terms for you and it will generate a report for you what people are searching on your website. So I'm going to open site search tracking for my own website. Let's see if people are searching for something. Pallavi asked why S? Just go to your website, search for your name, find what is that query parameter for you. In my case, it was S. I cannot type K there because it's Amazon. The tagging is for my website. It is hold S. Okay. Okay, so far I'm changing it to last 30 days. Since our merchandising store doesn't have data, I'm showing you this website. It doesn't mean it has great data, huge data, but still better than what merchandising store has. Now, overview page tells you how people are using. In last 1 month, 10 10 searches, okay, 10 sessions with search, 11 unique searches. That means someone searched twice. I can guesstimate that. Usage, I can go to the usage and see how people are using the search functionality on my website. Visits without site search 832, visits with site search only 10. That means 1.19 percentage of sessions only had search activity in them. What exactly are they looking for? Now, this is important. What are they searching on my website? These are the keywords that people are searching on my website. Andhuk Jantu Vigyan, Autoload Not Found, Call Me By Your Name, Civil Engineering, Database Management, Garbha, How to Make Money. These are the terms that people are searching on my website. How many times they were searched? One time each. So if I'm on myshoes.com, I might see Nike shoes 350 times. Okay? This is where I find what people are searching on my website search terms. This is important report. Please do not forget to visit the search terms report at least once a week. Rather, I would say visit it daily and see if some new term is introduced. If there is something that people are searching about, because it will give you content ideas. Most of the time, finding the content idea is the toughest part than writing about it. It will give you content ideas. Okay, what people are looking for here. What are these terms? These are name of the books. Why people are searching name of the books on my website? Why? Because the most popular item on my website or most popular blog on my website is where to download ebooks for free. So what people are assuming, okay, I am needing of this ebook for free. Let me search here on this website itself. Maybe I can add a rider, search for the books on the websites given below or not this website. That's the confusing part. That's why people are searching for the book names on my website instead of going to websites where I'm saying these are the websites where you can find free ebooks. Okay, guys, these are the search terms that people are searching. In my case, okay, not honestly, I don't earn money from this website. I don't get customers from this website. So I'm not taking so much of efforts. But many of you want to build an empire on digital space. You will take it very, very seriously. My job, my core area of business is training. I ensure my training skills are up to date. But for you, Pallavi, like she has health consulting website. Some of you have a jewelry website. Those guys would like to ensure people are searching for health terms, not different book names. Okay, so please keep an eye on what people are searching here. So we have site search report. In site search report, Google Analytics tells me what exactly people are searching on my website, how much are they using my search functionality, what are the search terms that they are looking on my website. You need to understand what people are searching on your website, and to do that, you have to give them or you have to give Google Analytics a method to find what people are searching on your website. So, we also saw how to find that URL query parameter which holds the site search term. So in my website, if you look at the URL here, what's the search term? The search term is where do I see my name? S is equal to Ashish. S is the search term. In my case, I went into Google Analytics and added S there. You will have to do that. So once we are done with this session, go to admin, go to views, settings, enable search and provide whatever is the your search query parameter. This will enable the search tracking on your website. Clear? Now I'm opening this session for question and answer, and I'm also sharing a feedback link for you so that You can go to the feedback, provide me the feedback. Yes, we have class this Thursday. Is there any reason for us not to have the class? No, all of us will be attending the class from home. We don't have to step out. So, yes, we will have class. Please also share this document. Okay, so this document I deliver it to your search or class coordinator. She will get it emailed to you. Okay, I won't be sending it to you personally. Your class coordinator shall get this file delivered to you because they have everyone's email address. I might miss someone, so let them share with everyone. So, guys, feedback link is in your chat box. As I say always, I take feedback seriously. Please go ahead, write your feedbacks. Anything is going well, mention that. That will be pat on my back. If anything is not going well, mention that. I can improve on my delivery part. Plus, I will wait for you. If you have any open questions, I will be happy to use this time to answer your queries. Feedback and Q&A. Any questions, doubts? Okay, what is that we are going to discuss next week? We will start discussing. When I say next week, please let me rephrase. The next session, this Thursday, not next week. We are going to see the next reports in behavior, which are events. Events report are important. We will see how we can track different events on the website, whether you can do it or you will need help of someone else to do it. Then, if time permits, we will start with the conversion reports. That's the plan for next session coming Thursday. Feedback, are you guys done with the feedback? Yes, no, quickly. Perfect. No questions are pouring in. So, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for being patient today. We will have normal timings from next session onwards. Hopefully, our honorable PM doesn't show up again. What a timing it is. Every time we start the session, we have PM on screen, right? Difficult times. Let's cooperate with each other. Let's be disciplined and knock off this virus. We will connect again next Thursday. Till that time, guys, take care. Stay in home. Be calm and read and practice. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye.